Hello everyone, Lord Daimyo here, and this is my review for Candy Flurry, Ame no Furu, manga chapter number 15. Okay, this chapter is pretty action-packed, so there's really not a lot to talk about, so this one will be pretty short. We start with where we left off on chapter 14. Irie has the confeito in her mouth, and she eats it, making her super strong and able to put up a fight with the gum and cookie user. So the gum user tries to shoot out some gum. Irie freezes it and says, like I was saying in the last video, gum's not sticky when it's frozen, and she just crushes it, which just shocks him. And the cookie user comes and hits Irie into the school, and the gum user throws this frozen gum like they're huge spikes and nearly misses Irie. It's really awesome. The paneling and the action and the combat and the choreography for this chapter and the last one are just amazing. I mean, it's really adding the shonen part, the battle shonen part to Candy Flurry, because at first it was just Irie coming in with her lollipop, hitting him once, and that was the end of the fight. So this one actually has give and take back and forth, and it's amazing. It really is. So Irie says she's on another level, which is crazy, and shows it. Because there's a whole page of the entire school just erupting into vanilla ice cream. And it completely turns into a blizzard, where this vanilla ice cream is all the way up to nearly the top of the school. Like, it shows the top 2 floors, and there's just ice cream. And it's incredible the kind of level of this power that she can show. Everything that she showed is incredible before, but this is truly amazing. And I don't know if it's the confeito powering up her sweet ability, or if she's just this amazing. So Tsurugi's inside the school. She sees all this, and she's like, oh, I thought I'd have to help, but no, it looks like Irie has this handled. So Irie's like, are you able to move your arms and legs? They're freezing, right? And the gum user's like, oh, what about it? And she's like, oh, me too. I'm cold too. Which, comedy, there's got to be some comedy in every chapter, and I love it. And Irie says that she can only keep this up for 3 to 4 minutes until she gets frostbite. So, looks like we have a time limit. So, the gum user throws a web of gum. It instantly freezes in the air. And Irie just hits it with her spoon reset weapon and just shatters it. And she then says something that we don't get anything else in this chapter, but it's really interesting. The gum user thinks to himself, how big is the gap between us? And Irie says, you only ate the generic kind. And he said, what are you talking about? Now, this is all we hear, so I don't know what she's referring to. If she's referring to that the gum user only ate the generic kind of confeito, and she's got like Stella Entremont confeito, or something that might even be more interesting is if the gum user only ate the generic gum sweet, and that she ate like a super vanilla ice cream sweet to give her powers. Who knows? But before she can explain any more, the gummy user shows up with 2 girls, 2 students, and says, no more blizzards or else they'll die. Irie is completely shocked, and these 2 girls are like passed out because I guess they were behind rubble and they were knocked out, and those are the only students that are still in the school. Everyone else is evacuated. So Tsurugi's like, oh, I thought he was out cold. I messed up. Whoops. And so the gummy user says, hey, I'll kill him. I won't hesitate. My friend is on the verge of death too. So I wonder who who the gummy user's talking about. Who's on the verge of death? Is it the cookie or the gummy user, or is it like somebody else? Who knows? So Irie tries to like play to his humanity and starts telling a story about her past. Are your friends important to you? You understand those hostages are important to other people too. Have you ever considered what some people go through? And the villain's just like, no. It's showing scenes of Irie's past with the lollipops destroying Tokyo, pictures of her with her parents, which we assume are dead. And she says, sometimes I recall those fun times and I become sad. Without a proper goodbye, memories of a person get a little sadder. It's pretty touching, actually. It's fleshing out her character more. And the gum user's like, no, you're not tricking me. I'm not handing over these hostages. It's not working. And so Irie's like, well, I couldn't appeal to his humanity. So she just drops her weapon, falls to the ground, just her ice cream, and says, do whatever you want. She just gives up, which I'm like, oh, what? And she's like, I worked this hard for others and can't do it, so oh well. And they're like, we're not going to hold back. We're actually going to kill you. And she's like, whatever. But then she says, can you hear me? Most of the students have evacuated. The ones that are hurt are unconscious. And Irie just says, Tsumugi. And Tsumugi just says, got it. And we just see an amazing 2-page spread. Classic Tsumugi coming in with her battle axe of a lollipop over her shoulder, swinging it down, saying, it's my turn now. And it looks amazing. So she's about to come down and I guess 1v3 the gummy gum and cookie users. So with seemingly no confeito. So I'm super excited for this next chapter. We are going to get hopefully we're going to get some Tsumugi fighting where she's not just one-shotting people like she's always been doing, and it's an actual good, awesome, great fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about Candy Flurry manga chapter 15 or just anything. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want. Link is in the description down below. I follow everyone back. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day.